Right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's section on social media marketing and management. Right, we've been taking this training for a while now, and it has been explosive. If you have been following up, if you have not been following up the live section, ensure you go through the recorded videos being provided, because after 1 week of the training, we are definitely going to be pulling off the videos, right? Because the course is actually for super plan. So only those on super plan will have access to the course. And if you're not on super plan, you can maximize the current opportunity, right? That is available on the general channel now. Ensure you maximize it to the fullest, right? So we've been discussing so much from the start of the training. We've covered market research, we've covered goal setting, we've covered branding, we've covered what again? We've covered strategy and goal setting, rather branding and design. We've covered content marketing. We are moving into performance tracking today. After tonight, we are going into copywriting on Monday. Yeah, we started copywriting initially. We already covered the basic level, but this moment or this time is going to be the advanced level of copywriting. Then we're going to sales psychology, emotional intelligence, customer service, difficult conversation marketing channels, and we'll cover major things, right? So that we'll be able to cover the whole training, right? So tonight we'll be dealing with what? Performance tracking. By performance tracking, just like the name implies, it is just about keeping track of all you have achieved, right? Remember, we talked about setting strategies and goals. So after you might have come up with your goals, it is important to know if you have achieved them. That's when tracking your performance is very important. This is very important, be you the owner of the business or someone that was employed or whatever it is you do. Tracking what you have done helps you to know where you are, to help you define what you can do to improve better, right? So you need to consider your SMART goals, just like we covered in the previous section. You need to consider your SMART goals and see how far you have come. And if you have smashed your goal, you know. If you need to improve, you know, right? So you need to check your metrics in each of the platforms that you're using, be it Instagram, Facebook page, YouTube, Google Analytics, TikTok, any platform you're using. There are ways to measure the performance of the platform. For instance, if we are to go to, maybe you are running Facebook ads and you are on your, let me share my screen, you're on your metrics, you can really tell if your ad is performing or not. For instance, this screen I just shared now, right? I can decide to check the performance of this very ad to see the entries, the orders we are getting on this very advert, right? So we published an advert, and now we are trying to see to how we can track the number of people that have placed order. These are orders, and you can see date, duration, right? You can see number of orders, you can see. So this is more like our entry. So this gives us an insight of what we are doing daily. The first day, you can see first day we had about 2 orders. On the third day, we have about 4 orders. On the fifth, or let me say fourth day, we have about 4 orders. The next day we had about 3 orders. It reduced to 2 orders, 1 order, that way, right? This way we can know that yes, this ad is doing this, is doing that. So if I decide to maybe come to my metrics here and I check my ad metrics, I should be able to interpret what my ad is saying from my metric. For instance, we have spent about 85,000 naira on this ad, right? And the ad has gotten to about 56,000 people. And we have had, reach 36,000 people rather. Then we have had about different number of clicks, different number of purchases, right? You can see here is showing about 10 purchases, of which is more than this. Yeah, I think it's about 10 purchases or more, of which out of these 10 purchases, 8 of them were successful delivery, right? And if you are to check, the product is actually 65,000 naira per product. So if you are to convert that 5,000 times 10, that's about 650,000. If you are to remove 130,000 from 650,000, that's about 400 and something thousand naira that we have sold, and we spent how much? 85,000 naira on the ad. So if the profit margin is taken, we already know what we have achieved from this. So you can, from your metrics, know if your ad is performing or not. So not just ad, we are trying to interpret what tracking performance is. So we are using this advert metrics as a case study. So yours could be maybe Facebook ad or Facebook page. Yours could be Facebook page. On your Facebook page, there are metrics that will help you interpret what you are doing, right? Look at this now. This page have received about how many? About 33,000 people, right? The page has gotten to about 33,000 people. If we decide to check more on the page and we decide to go more on the professional dashboard, you are going to see more on the professional dashboard. So if you want to check the metrics of your account, either your Facebook page or your Facebook profile, just go to the profile, locate professional dashboard, then you see as much as you can, right? There will be insights on the metrics so that you can navigate. So if I go down, you can see this is what 33,000 people, page overview, followers, about 2 followers, 1,140 engagement, about 2 likes. So if I click on see more insights here, I'm going to see more insights of my page performance. So if you are managing an account for someone, it is very important, very necessary to know these metrics that will tell you how an account is doing or whatever, right? You can also go to your Meta Business Suite so that you can navigate more on not just this, but also to see to how your Facebook page and Instagram at the same time are performing. We are going to be learning more about this when we go into some apps and tools to use in managing social media platforms, right? Now, if we decide to check maybe an active account right now, let me switch to this account. Let me switch over, then website. All right, let's share the screen. All right. Let's go back to our business suite. All right, so this is our business suite. This is our business suite. So I can decide to select the particular page I want to check metrics on here. Select the particular page I want to check metrics on. Then if this is the page, I'll select it. Then I'll check what I need to check, right? So this is this one is Facebook page and Instagram profile. So I can decide to check are we together? Yes, great. Okay, now if you take a look at this, you discovered, okay, I've not been able to connect the Instagram. Instagram is not connected. So you can see, I can see how the page is trending, how people are messaging, the number of audience it has reached, the posts I've made, how people are, how the posts are performing based on reach. You can see insight per post so that you know the performance of a post. So if you're managing an account for someone or manage an account for yourself, you should be able to interpret some of these insights. So if you go more into this, you see insight here. On your insight tab here, you will be able to interpret or get a lot of information about your page. You can see, so you click on view all insights, then it will open up, then you see more here. Can you see? So you can check based on the date, you can check any date, or you can check the last year, the month, or the week. So you can see this is how it's going. You can see you can see how this is showing. You can see the performance here. Number of retweets has reduced by 50%. This should give you an insight that you have not been able to achieve so number of goals. If you were to do maybe 50% increase, this is showing that you've lost 50% from your reach. That means you should do more. So these are how to. Can you see? These are for those that will be earning. These are 1 or 2 information about earning, right? That you can give it a try. If you are monetization, you can. This is also part of the performance tracking. You can see overview, content, videos, benchmark, and so on. You can see, right? So that is for what? That is for Facebook page. Not just Facebook page, it works for both Facebook page and Instagram. This is Meta Business Suite. Now, if we are considering maybe Google Analytics now, we are definitely going to be, oh, why is this showing this? We are definitely going to be seeing how our website is performing, or any channel that we are using that is connected to our Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics involves most of the activities on your site, right? So if you have maybe, what's it called? If you have Google My Business, interpret the performance of your Google My Business, right? If you have Google My Business, you'll be able to use this to interpret the performance of your Google My Business, right? So now let me check something here if it's going to work. Okay. Let's see if it's going to work. All right, we are good to go. All right, so now let me try to see what's happening on our site. You can see these are the total number of impressions. You can see what's happening. So I can decide to maybe go to my Google Sitekit, go to my dashboard, go over to Google Analytics, and see the performance of this website, right? So what we are doing is we are trying to navigate different platforms that we can check metrics on. So if I go to this Google Analytics now from the website, it's going to take me directly to the Google Analytics of this very account. And I'm going to be able to see the site performance. Let's see what's showing. It's still trying to load. Same thing is applicable to YouTube. There is YouTube Analytics, of which when we go into marketing channel, we'll learn more about YouTube. We are definitely going to know 1 or 2 about YouTube Analytics. Right, you can take a look, you can see from this, we can have an overview of what our website is doing, right? So this is just to show you what and the importance of tracking your performance or using an analytical tool to track whatever it is you are doing, right? I hope we are following. Right? So this is applicable to YouTube, applicable to any other platform, any platform. They are all applicable. Tracking what you do, your personal goals, your daily goals, is very important because it's going to guide you. You have your content calendar, your content schedule. You want to be publishing about 2 content daily, 3 content daily. Your ability to put them down and your ability to know if you have accomplished them is what we are referring to this performance tracking. So it is very important to track what you are doing so that you can hold yourself accountable at the end of the day, right? So measure your progress and always ensure to reach your goals. Very important because it helps you to take note of what is working and what is not working so that you'll be able to take decision on how to improve or on how to multiply the already generated result. This is very important. Remember, I told us that maximizing the SMART goal is one of the best way to get easy to go goals that you'll be able to achieve, not goals that at the end of the day you find it very difficult to achieve. No, it's very important and very necessary to work based on your goal. So whatever it is you are doing, ensure to set up your goals so that you'll be able to, at a point, track them and know if it is working. You want to reach out to the number of customers per day. You've been able to execute them. How do you now know if you have achieved them? It is when you try to keep track of everything you do. Try to use your SMART goals just like we stated. Try to narrow it as much as possible so that it can be very achievable. Remember, SMART stands for what? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and what? Time frame or time bound. That's the timing. That's where you get to know, or when you are starting and when you get to know if you have achieved it. So if, for instance, I want to achieve maybe 10,000 followers in 1 month or in 2 months on my Facebook page, it means I have a specific target, I have a specific goal. That's what? 10,000 followers. So 10,000 Facebook page followers, not just followers, 10,000 Facebook page followers. In what? 3 months. It means I've been able to measure it, the duration. Is it something I can achieve? If it's something I can achieve, I'm good to go. If it's relevant, yes, it's relevant because it's going to contribute to the growth of my brand. So it's very important. Then the next thing, the time frame. We already established 3 months. So from day 1 to what? The last day of the 3 months, we should know if we have been able to achieve our goal and our target. This way, you already have a SMART goal. So at the end of the day, if you can be able to track this thing daily or per hour or per week or anyhow you want to track the performance, at the end of the day, you should be able to accomplish your goal. 3 months, you have how many days? You can assume 90 days in 3 months. Divide by maybe weeks, you know the number of weeks, divide by maybe days. We have 90 days, right? By hours, you already know how many hours you have. You know how many hours you want to dedicate per day, per week, per month into that project so that you'll be able to hit your target. Your target should be very achievable so that it's not something that is not important. It's not something that may be important, but you'll not be able to achieve it because there are levels to whatever it is you want to go or do or achieve. You may want to achieve 1 million Facebook followers, but it's not something you can achieve instantly. So you need to start from the little you can do. You break it down. You want to achieve 1 million followers. How many can you achieve a day? You can achieve 100 a day. You should multiply 100 by total number of whatever that will give you 1 million so that you know how many days it will take you to hit 1 million. That's how to break down your goals in simpler way that you'll be able to achieve. At the end of the day, you track the performance of what you're doing, just like we are stating, right? So guys, I encourage you to not just look down on setting goals. It's not similar to your to-do list. Set your goals, try to track them, so that at the end of the day, you'll be happy that you've succeeded in achieving your goals.